From 1962 to 1971, American forces sprayed nearly 20 million gallons of herbicide over Vietnam and neighboring countries in what was codenamed Operation Ranch Hand. This was designed to destroy forested areas and vegetation, so to deny the enemy a resource. Fixed-wing aircraft, as well as helicopters and Navy vessels, all dispersed the defoliant. A 50-50 mixture of 2,4-dichlorophenoxycetic acid and 2,4,5-trichlorophenoxycetic acid was the most commonly used herbicide agent. Agent Orange, as it became known, given the painted orange band on the 55-gallon drums that contained the herbicide, comprised of 2,3,7,8 tetrachlorodibenzo-p-dioxin, or TCDD.
So I grabbed one of the chemical officers as this lieutenant was coming up trying to put this Agent Orange into this bucket, the defoliant into this 200-gallon tank. I said, "That stuff's nasty and it burns." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Is it harmful to people?" He said, "No, not going to hurt anybody." I said, "You're kidding." He said, "The guys are complaining that this stuff really burns for a long time, and I got it on my leg and it still burns at 3 days. What the heck is it?" He said, "It's called Agent Orange, and it's got this long name, para something, whatever kind of alphabet soup they had for it. And that's what we use to defoliate the trees. It's a chemical that eats leaves. You're not made out of leaves. You have skin, and your skin is protecting you from that." That was his logic to me.
TCDD is the most toxic of dioxins, and in the years since the Vietnam War, the Environmental Protection Agency classified it as a human carcinogen.
Initial formulations of it were not so toxic as later formulations. The battalion commanders in the field went right up the chain of command saying, "That stuff worked great. We need more of the Agent Orange. Send more out here." And so we started flying those missions more often. And the more often that we flew those, the more often we were exposed to it ourselves. And of course, the guys on the ground were exposed to it also.
Agent Orange killed thousands of acres of lush forest and jungle, leaving behind a landscape reminiscent to the moon's surface.
The Agent Orange was proliferated more and more as they realized that it needed it. The battalion commanders were the ones that said, "Give me more of that stuff." And so we would spray it, and you would spray an area. They'd give you a grid square to spray. The next day you would go over that, and there wouldn't be a single leaf on a tree. They were all gone. No snakes, no spider monkeys, and no snipers in the trees. So we got rid of all that stuff all at once, and because it was effective, the battalion commanders asked for more. So we were our own worst enemies sometimes.
As a result of spraying Agent Orange, tens of thousands of birth defects have occurred in the lives of both American servicemen as well as Vietnamese civilians. Defects include spina bifida, cardiovascular complications, hip dislocations, disfigurements, spontaneous abortions, and a wide variety of other life-threatening illnesses. Americans have suffered from a great number of health issues, including cancer, disease, and genetic mutations that may not have shown themselves till many years after returning home from Vietnam. The Manchus were frequently exposed to Agent Orange.